Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of entertainment's most iconic figures. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're going to explore the extraordinary life of Frank Zappa, a true original and one of the most innovative musicians of the 20th century. With his unique blend of rock, jazz, and classical music, Zappa left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, and his influence can still be felt today. Born on December 21, 1940, in Baltimore, Maryland. Frank Vincent Zappa was the eldest child of Francis Zappa, a chemist and mathematician, and Rose Marie Collymore, a homemaker. The family's early years were marked by frequent moves, as Francis's work took them to various locations across the United States, including Florida, California, and Maryland. This nomadic lifestyle exposed Frank to diverse cultural influences, from the jazz clubs of New York City to the sun-kissed beaches of California. As Frank once recalled, "I was a kid who was always on the move, never staying in one place long enough to get bored." This constant change would later shape his eclectic musical style and restless creative spirit. The Zappa family's travels eventually brought them to San Diego, California, where Frank spent most of his childhood. The city's laid-back atmosphere and stunning natural beauty had a profound impact on young Frank, who developed a deep love for the outdoors and a fascination with the world around him. As he explored the city's neighborhoods, Frank discovered a vibrant community of musicians, artists, and writers who would later inspire his own creative pursuits. Frank's family life played a significant role in shaping his early years. His father, Francis, was a strict disciplinarian who valued education and hard work. He instilled in Frank a strong sense of responsibility and a love for learning, which would serve him well throughout his career. Frank's mother, Rose Marie, was a free spirit who encouraged her son's creativity and individuality. She introduced Frank to the world of art and literature, taking him on trips to museums and galleries in Los Angeles. As Frank remembered, "My mom was the one who encouraged me to be different, to explore my own interests and passions." This nurturing environment allowed Frank to develop his unique talents and pursue his dreams. The late 1950s were a time of great change and creativity for Frank Zappa. He became increasingly fascinated with the world of science fiction and fantasy, devouring books by authors like Robert Heinlein and Isaac Asimov. He also began writing his own short stories and scripts, exploring themes of social commentary and satire that would later become hallmarks of his music. Frank's love of reading was encouraged by his parents, who provided him with a wide range of literary works to explore. As he delved deeper into the world of science fiction, Frank discovered a community of like-minded individuals who shared his passion for creative storytelling. As Frank entered his teenage years, he began to develop a keen interest in music. He spent hours listening to records by artists like Elvis Presley, Little Richard, and Ray Charles, analyzing their styles and techniques. Frank's parents, recognizing his growing passion for music, encouraged him to take lessons and explore his creative potential. With the help of his teacher, Frank began to learn the basics of music theory and composition, laying the foundation for his later work as a musician and composer. Frank's early life was also marked by a series of significant events that shaped his character and future path. In 1956, he moved to Lancaster, California, where he attended Antelope Valley High School. It was during this period that Frank began to develop his skills as a musician, forming his first band, the Blackouts, with friends from school. As Frank recalled, "We were just a bunch of kids playing music, but it was the start of something special." This early experience would lay the foundation for Frank's later work as a bandleader and composer. As we explore Frank Zappa's early life, it becomes clear that his unique blend of musical talent, intellectual curiosity, and family support set him apart from his peers. With his diverse influences, innovative spirit, and strong work ethic, Frank was poised to make a significant impact on the music world. To his later work as a solo artist and social commentator, Frank's professional music career began in the early 1960s, when he formed his first band, the Mothers of Invention. With their unique blend of rock, jazz, and classical music, the Mothers quickly gained a following on the Los Angeles club scene. In 1966, they released their debut album non-show, Freak Out, which was a critical and commercial success. The album's eclectic mix of songs, from the humorous Who Are the Brain Police to the poignant Go Cry on Somebody Else's Shoulder, showcased Frank's innovative spirit and lyrical depth. As the Mothers of Invention gained popularity, they became known for their energetic live performances, which often featured intricate instrumental arrangements and biting social commentary. Frank's music was not just about entertainment. It was also about challenging societal norms and pushing boundaries. As he once said, "The most important thing in art is the thing that cannot be explained." This philosophy guided his creative process, as he continually sought to innovate and experiment with new sounds and ideas. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, Frank released a string of critically acclaimed albums, including Absolutely Free, We're Only in It for the Money, and Uncle Me. These albums cemented his reputation as a visionary composer and lyricist, capable of crafting complex, thought-provoking music that was both humorous and profound. Songs like Plastic People and The Idiot Bastard's Son showcased Frank's ability to craft catchy, memorable melodies, while also tackling themes of social commentary and satire. As Frank's career progressed, he became increasingly interested in exploring new sounds and styles. He released a series of albums that featured orchestral arrangements, jazz fusion, and even disco influences. Albums like Frank Zappa in New York and Shake Your Booty showcased his boundless creativity and willingness to experiment with different genres and techniques. In addition to his work as a musician and composer, Frank was also a prolific social commentator and satirist. His music often tackled themes of politics, culture, and society, with songs like Valley Girl and Camarillo Brillo offering wry observations on the excesses of modern life. As Frank once said, "Satire is a lesson, parody is a game." This approach guided his creative process as he sought to use humor and irony to comment on the world around him. Throughout his career, Frank was also a vocal advocate for artists' rights and freedom of expression. He was a fierce critic of censorship and government interference in the arts, and he often used his music as a platform to speak out against injustice and oppression. As he once said, "The First Amendment is the backbone of the United States." This commitment to artistic freedom and social commentary has made Frank Zappa's music endure long after his passing. As we explore Frank's remarkable achievements, it becomes clear that his innovative spirit, creative genius, and commitment to social commentary have left an indelible mark on the music world. With his unique blend of rock, jazz, and classical influences, Frank Zappa continues to inspire new generations of musicians, composers, and fans. In the 1980s, Frank continued to release innovative and provocative music, often incorporating new technologies and instrumentation into his work. Albums like Shake Your Booty, Joe's Garage, and Thing Fish showcased his boundless creativity and willingness to experiment with different genres and techniques. Songs like Valley Girl and Cocaine Decisions offered wry observations on the excesses of modern life, while also showcasing Frank's ability to craft catchy, memorable melody. During this period, Frank also became increasingly involved in politics and social commentary. He was a vocal critic of censorship and government interference in the arts, and he often used his music as a platform to speak out against injustice and oppression. In 1985, Frank testified before Congress on behalf of the PMRC, arguing against the implementation of warning labels on albums deemed explicit or objectionable. In addition to his work as a musician and composer, Frank was also a prolific visual artist and filmmaker. He released several films, including 200 Motels and Baby Snakes, which showcased his unique blend of humor, satire, and social commentary. Frank's visual art often incorporated elements of surrealism and abstract expressionism, reflecting his fascination with the absurd and the unknown. In the final years of his life, Frank continued to work tirelessly on new projects, despite struggling with health problems. He released several albums, including The Yellow Shark and Civilization Phase III, which featured complex, orchestral arrangements and explored themes of politics, culture, and society. Frank's music remained as innovative and provocative as ever, inspiring a new generation of musicians and fans. Frank Zappa passed away on December 4, 1993, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and influence artists to this day. His music, films, and visual art remain a testament to his boundless creativity, innovative spirit, and commitment to social commentary. As we reflect on Frank's remarkable career, it becomes clear that his impact extends far beyond the world of music, influencing fields such as film, visual art, and politics. As we conclude our exploration of Frank Zappa's life and career, we're reminded of his enduring relevance and importance in contemporary culture. His music, films, and visual art continue to inspire new generations of artists and fans, offering a unique blend of humor, satire, and social commentary that remains as relevant today as it was during his lifetime. As Frank once said, "A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it's not open." His legacy serves as a reminder to stay curious, keep an open mind, and never stop exploring the boundaries of creativity and innovation. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of Frank Zappa. Join us next time as we explore more stories from the world of music, art, and culture. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.